In the tapestry of history, the reign of Emperor Frederick Barbarossa stands as an indelible thread, a lion-hearted ruler whose legacy would resonate through the corridors of time. Frederick Barbarossa's reign was a testament to the saying, "A roaring lion leaves a lasting mark." He believed in etching his legacy not just in the annals of history, but in the very stone and steel that constructed the empire. Romanesque architecture flourished during his reign. Frederick was a patron of the arts, recognizing the power of culture in shaping the identity of the empire. Cathedrals, palaces, and fortifications bore witness to his reign, each edifice a symbol of imperial might and grandeur. One of the most renowned projects was the construction of Kyffhäuser Castle. Situated atop a rugged hill in the Harz Mountains, this fortress embodied the spirit of the Hohenstaufens. Its walls whispered tales of power and determination, a beacon to those who looked to Frederick for leadership. The towering Castel del Monte in Apulia was another architectural marvel. Its octagonal structure was a reflection of Frederick's keen interest in geometry and symbolism, showcasing his intellectual prowess and appreciation for the arts. Yet, Frederick's legacy extended beyond stones and fortresses. He laid the groundwork for the future, shaping the empire through legal reforms and administrative structures. The seeds he planted in his quest for unity would bear fruit in the centuries to come. The importance of education and knowledge was not lost on Frederick. He encouraged scholarship, establishing a vibrant intellectual culture within the empire. Universities flourished, providing a fertile ground for the growth of art, science, and philosophy. Frederick's reign was a period of cultural blossoming, a time when the lion-hearted emperor left an indelible mark, not just on the political landscape, but also on the very essence of society. Emperor Frederick Barbarossa, the lion-hearted ruler of the Holy Roman Empire, became more than just a historical figure. He evolved into a legend, a timeless myth that captured the imagination of generations. The legend of Frederick Barbarossa was steeped in mystique and folklore. One of the most famous tales centered around his mythical sleep within the Kyffhäuser mountain. According to the legend, Frederick would awaken from his slumber during the nation's hour of need, leading his army to defend the empire. It was believed that Frederick Barbarossa, surrounded by his loyal knights, sat at a stone table within the mountain, waiting for a raven to no longer circle the hill. When the day came that the raven no longer flew, Frederick would awaken and restore the empire to its former glory. This folklore not only reflected the people's enduring hope for the return of a strong leader, but also immortalized Frederick as a legendary figure, a protector bound to the fate of the empire. Another tale spoke of Frederick's chivalry and magnanimity. It was said that a poor minstrel, seeking shelter from a storm, stumbled upon Kyffhäuser Castle. Frederick welcomed him, and in return for his kindness, the minstrel played his harp, lifting the spirits of the emperor and his court. Frederick was so moved that he granted the minstrel a wish, who humbly asked for the release of a prisoner. The emperor, true to his word, set the captive free. These tales, whether rooted in truth or embellished by generations, added to the allure of Frederick Barbarossa, depicting him not only as a powerful emperor, but also as a benevolent and larger-than-life figure. In art and literature, Frederick was depicted as a symbol of imperial might and wisdom. Paintings and writings showcased him in regal attire, his commanding presence accentuated by a flowing beard and a crown, embodying the archetype of a medieval emperor. Frederick Barbarossa's legend became a source of inspiration for poets, writers, and artists for centuries. It was a legacy that transcended time, a roaring lion echoing through the ages. Emperor Frederick Barbarossa's reign was not confined within the borders of the Holy Roman Empire. It reverberated across Europe, leaving a profound impact on the course of the continent's history. Frederick's diplomatic endeavors were instrumental in shaping relations with neighboring kingdoms and realms. He engaged with rulers such as William I of England and Louis VII of France, recognizing the importance of alliances for stability and peace within Europe. His interactions with Henry II of England were particularly significant. The Treaty of Wallingford, brokered in 1153, brought an end to the long-standing conflict between England and the Angevin Empire. Frederick's involvement showcased his role as a mediator, bringing about peace between these powerful realms. The emperor's ambitions reached beyond the European mainland. He sought to assert imperial authority in the Italian peninsula, aiming to extend his influence into the Papal States and northern Italian territories. Frederick's involvement in the affairs of the Italian states was a complex dance of power and diplomacy. The struggles for control over the region marked a significant aspect of his reign, leaving a lasting impact on the geopolitics of Italy and the papal influence within the peninsula. One of the defining moments was the Treaty of Venice in 1177, where Frederick, alongside Pope Alexander III, negotiated a settlement that ended the long-standing conflict between the papacy and the empire. This treaty not only resolved differences, but also set a precedent for future relations between the papacy and secular powers. Frederick's vision extended to the east, where he played a role in the affairs of the Byzantine Empire and the Crusader states. His influence and interactions on the international stage showcased his determination to carve a prominent place for the Holy Roman Empire among the powers of the world. The lion-hearted emperor's roar was not confined to the empire. It echoed through diplomatic negotiations, shaping alliances, and leaving an indelible mark on the geopolitics of a continent. As the sun began to set on Frederick Barbarossa's illustrious reign, the legacy he left behind continued to shape the Holy Roman Empire and influence the trajectory of Europe. In the twilight years of his rule, Frederick turned his attention to the east, seeking to influence the affairs of the Byzantine Empire and aid the Crusader states. He envisioned a united front against the forces that threatened Christendom. However, his plans faced challenges, and the results were not as he had hoped. In 1189, Frederick joined the Third Crusade, a final endeavor to fulfill his duty as a Christian monarch. His journey to the Holy Land was a testament to his enduring commitment to the faith and the ideals of chivalry. Tragically, during this expedition on June 10, 1190, Frederick Barbarossa met an untimely end while attempting to cross the Salve River in Anatolia. His death was a shock to the empire, and the mantle of leadership passed to his son, Henry VI. Frederick's demise marked the end of an era, but his legacy endured. He left behind a Holy Roman Empire that had been profoundly shaped by his reign. His dreams of unity, his legal reforms, and his cultural patronage all contributed to a stronger and more centralized empire. The image of Frederick Barbarossa, the lion-hearted emperor, continued to inspire future rulers and thinkers. The legends surrounding his life, his military campaigns, and his pursuit of unity became a symbol of imperial might and resilience. In the centuries that followed, Frederick's legacy evolved into a potent symbol, a reminder of a bygone era and a testament to the enduring impact of a determined ruler. The tales of his reign, the folklore surrounding his name, and the impact of his reign would echo through the corridors of history for generations. Join us in the next episode as we reflect on Frederick Barbarossa's lasting imprint on the Holy Roman Empire and beyond. Stay tuned for more tales of this enigmatic ruler and the echoes of his legacy.